Gamers Heaven, the only place you can find Final Fantasy inspired merch, play literally every game to ever exist, watch a movie with your pals, slay a dragon in a private room with a badass sword, have some boba, and maybe even grab a bite to eat.
Kagero, where the fuck are you at, Kagero?
But you know what I'm here for. So let's get going, because we are here.
Alright, cool.
So yeah, this was our first time at Gamers Heaven.
Insert Nirvana music.
Something's in my head. I then saw some dice and I just couldn't resist.
Dice? More like dice.
Then I make this really meta joke about vloggers in public settings. All jokes aside, one of the best parts of Gamers Heaven is the snack section / food section. A lot of goodies. I even found 2 different strawberry milk drinks, so that's kind of a plus in my eyes. They also have these bars for this ice cream I'm really afraid to pronounce. They also have like frozen ramen and other frozen goodies like gyoza. It's really, really cool. And out of nowhere, just like that, Lego Voltron showed up, so I had to say hey to him. Then I freaking realized the Lego Batmobile was right next to him. What a pair. And then I moseyed on over to speak to the Avengers with their helicarrier. It was kind of cool seeing a bunch of people, but then we saw the big man. And once I saw the big man, I was like, alright, I'm like a shark that just whiffed some blood. I'm on the hunt. Where are the Toku toys? And then we found them. There they are. The first and newest rider at the time of recording this video. They also had this puppy from the Ultraman anime, which I thought was really cool. I ended up seeing this Liger Zero Schneider that was not for sale, which is a huge bummer. I myself said that it was fucked up that it wasn't on sale, but you know, to each their own. Funny enough, while we were there looking at stuff, one of the employees asked us if we wanted to check out the private D&D room that they had. And yeah, absolutely we do. On our way there, we saw this big chair rig situation. It looks insane. Back to the room though, it's a really private room for you and your party, and it has this really big dragon head, a sorcerer staff, and this really big sword. So it just adds to the whole adventure in my eyes. It was probably one of the coolest things we saw that day. I then put down the sword for another to wield another day, and then Fee picked it up, and now I have footage of pregnant Fee with a sword, which I think is absolutely adorable. On the topic of video games, there's actually a PS5 room that's fully soundproofed and has a setup for you to stream. It's actually really, really cool. On our way to the D&D room, we saw that they have every single console imaginable, so Fee decided to hop on one and try out a game herself. And again, you know, she wanted to keep trying.
So, that's how you play.
Funny enough, though, she couldn't play that game, but then she whooped my booty in Mortal Kombat a couple rounds. So, you know, go Fee. Right after that, we decided to get some boba, and they have this really cool boba wheel that has a bunch of different flavors and names of drinks that you can get if you're super undecisive like we are. I ended up getting the Rengoku, which is a mango pineapple refresher with half strawberry and half chili boba. Fee ended up rolling for her flavors of juice and boba. I honestly don't remember what she got, but it was really, really tasty, and she also got chili boba. One of the first things we saw when we walked in was this big wall of sketches and drawings from people that have just been there. It's really, really cool. People have signed it. They leave their ats. They draw the wildest things. But it was really cool to see. They also have the biggest L I've ever seen. We really liked Gamers Heaven. The best part is that you don't have to be into one thing to go there. Whether it's D&D, anime, Kamen Rider, model kit building, video games, whatever you're into, you can go there and have a good time. Because besides all the fun stuff there is to look at and stuff that we've mentioned, there's also a lot of community there. There were a ton of people there that we didn't want to film because we didn't want to make them feel uncomfortable or we didn't have their permission. But it was really cool to see that Gamers Heaven can be a place to take your kid, it can be a place to be a part of something, and also maybe even a place to take your favorite person on a date. This might be a heaven for gamers, but it has a lot to offer. Truly a special place. I'll see you in the next video, Togu heads. Please take care of yourselves.